over.
If you can't get some on Valentine's Day, it's time to chop your dick off and return that shit, cause it's easy. Yeah. How to get laid this Valentine's Day. Get some. Step 1. Ask a bitch out. Don't flip out bitches. I say bitch is a term of endearment. You're all my bitches. Hey, slay. Remember, this is a guide to get you laid, not married to a supermodel, so tonight, the number doesn't really matter. Is she a 2? Is she an 8? We're all special little flowers to our dads. Slay. As long as she is one of those, you're in the game. Fuck it. With all the Caitlyn Jenners of the world feeling more comfortable, might actually want to check and make sure she doesn't have a dick. Slay. Fuck you new women who are better than me at makeup. Doesn't have a dick. Oh, it's there. And it's tiny. Fuck it. This shouldn't be that hard because we're all horny as fuck tonight. I don't know what it is about a little baby in a diaper shooting arrows. All girls, meow. Niagara Falls. Get in there, soldier. We're just gonna overlook the pedophilia vibe of Cupid. Slay. Where do I find a girl, Nicole? It's called social media for a reason. Go social media fishing. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, doesn't matter. Just reel one in. Try an AA support page. She'll be a cheap date. Fuck it. Yeah. Plus, when people are getting over one addiction, they usually have another. Hopefully for you, it's sex. That was dark. If you're desperate, ask a girl on Instagram who has photos with her cat. Trust me. She's free. Meow. Only thing is, she might actually bring her cat. Meow. 2 pussies for the price of 1? Meow. Don't fuck her cat. I repeat, do not fuck the cat. Fuck it. Meow. Remember when looking for a date that the hot to crazy scale is real and in full effect. You can have a 9 who might cry halfway through dinner when her Instagram photo doesn't get enough likes. Babies. Or a 3 who's just happy to be there in full effect. You can have a 9 who might cry crazy and you like it. I'm a unicorn. Don't go for an Instagram model. It's not a date to them, it's a photo shoot.
Can you do another one of me with my dessert?
No one fucking cares about your dessert.
Sorry, now I have to do filters.
Fuck it, you're gonna be by yourself all night. Ask anybody. Cast a big net, catch a fish, get laid. Step 2, the plans. Whatever you do, don't do this. What do you want to do? You might not know this, but that question actually makes our lady bits turn into a Venus flytrap. Make plans. Book a restaurant, guys. Makes us feel like you care, even if you don't. Yeah. If you take your Valentine's Day date to McDonald's and she's cool with it, I'm not saying she's got too many baby daddies, but they could definitely recreate the formation dance from Beyonce's new video. Baby had an afro. Look at all the baby daddies. Doesn't mean she won't be fun, because clearly she likes fucking. Slay. But you'll have to be back in time for the sitter. And the one's grandma. Hey! And the one's dad. Hey! Who's probably gonna come outside and yell at you. Hey! Got a punch card for Maury. 10th paternity test is free. Dick. Book a restaurant. Hey! You don't have to break the bank, but pick somewhere with a waiter if you want to see the slutty thing she packed in her purse. Punch card. Oh, it's there. And it's tiny. Aw, yeah, get it. You're so close to getting some. Pro tip about Valentine's restaurants. Do not go for Mexican. You want her taco, not a burrito butt. Ew. Dick. Alright, soldier, you're at dinner, you're doing well, you haven't said anything too stupid yet. You guys do that. Even if you're a total douchebag, tonight you're gonna fake like you're romantic. The way girls fake like we don't all check your cell phones. Hey, I got no shame.
I trust my man. I would never.
Shut it, Lieface. We know what goes down in the DMs, so that's where we be. Yeah. Hey, don't even try having 2 Instagrams. We know about that shit too. You can't play a player. Hey, she wore a special outfit just for you. Give her a compliment. Yeah. Notice her legs open slightly? It's like you double tapped her photo. Yeah. But in real life. Yeah. Old school flirting like our grandparents used to do. With words? We love that shit. Crazy. Pro tip, order drinks but don't make the mistake of getting spring break drunk. Your date will go from,
You like my dress? Thank you.
to, I'm fucking 27. My eggs are shriveling. Friends are having babies. 3 drink maximum. Step 3, pay for dinner. Yes, this is a step. If you want splitting, she won't be spitting on your dick. Yeah. I can't believe I just said that. Think of it economically. A good hooker costs more than dinner. Pick up the bill, Casanova. Step 4. Now it's time to get her home. Your home. That might sound forward, but it's not. Because you have surprises for her at your house. It's like luring kids with candy, but it's Valentine's sled. Girls, don't get mad. I'm getting you laid too. Yeah. Chocolates, flowers, some kind of stuffed shit. It's all awesome. And have a bottle of something sparkly. Bubbles go to our heads. Then we go to yours. If you're out of town for the date, get a hotel, not a motel. Motel screams, probably gonna kill you. Hotel screams, give it to me, I'm worth it. Yay, romance. Now put on some romantic movie you don't really give a fuck about, or some nice music, and go in for this move. Ready? You're gonna touch her hair. If she's a black girl, use your hand. Do not fucking touch her hair. Afro. Trust me. Put it behind her ear. Kiss there. If you can't seal it from there, turn your dick in. And it's tiny. Now get in there and shoot her with your arrow. You're welcome. I didn't forget about couples who are already together. Wanna get her in the mood? Yeah. Don't fucking rush her when she's trying to get ready. We really hate that. I really think we could alleviate couples this problem by having a chart that you present to your man. Baby, what would you like me to look like tonight? Just choose a photo. Below each photo is corresponding times for how long that shit takes. There's no surprises. Would you like Gollum? That's straight out of the shower. Kardashian, about an hour and a half. This hair doesn't blow dry itself. Who do you think we're trying to look good for tonight? Go play fucking video games and leave her alone. You're welcome, girls. Fashion tip. I believe there was a study done that showed a correlation between button-up shirts and anal. I don't know the exact numbers, but grab that booty. Don't wear any clothes tonight that you got out of a beer case or have your favorite team on it. Yeah, grab that booty. But, well, that's it. Now go out there and get some, boys. Happy fuck day, everybody. I'll be very proud if a lot of babies are born in November. Doesn't have a dick. Oh, it's there. Do not fuck the cat. Fuck it. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name is Nicole Arbor. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel. And leave a comment below letting me know if I helped you get laid. Thanks again for watching. Keep laughing. Be good to each other in real life. And until next time, go team. This piece of hair wants nothing to do with my life, so I can fuck off to the back. Unicorn.
All right, kids, good morning. Welcome to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show. Hey, I hit that on accident. Sorry. Excuse me. To another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today is Friday, Van Halen Friday. Don't have my guitar hooked up. Valentine's Day. February 14th, 2020. Happy Valentine's Day to all of yous guyses and gals and whatever. Okay, this show is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please use at your own risk. Show is copyrighted by moi. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent, or you can just ask. Finally, this show is opinionated. Under the host especially, I almost screwed up there. The host especially. Callers, we have to figure that one out. Guests, people that are naughty in the chat room, and whatever, are and always will be opinionated. That's why we do this. Under no circumstances whatsoever should opinions be taken as advice. If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license if required person in his or her field there, little Tommy. Hey, man. No, that's his name. Wake up. Broadcasting live from the wonderful little town of Love. Oh, is it coincidence? Love. Valentine's Day. I think not. No, I have not been drinking or smoking pot or none of that crap. Hang on. So what's happening? It is Valentine's Day. I will share what that means to me. Actually, tomorrow. Well, today. I have a story. I have stories. I always have stories. 2 years ago. Today. Definitely tomorrow. And you will not believe it. Believe it or not. But we'll get to that. Let me open up voice. So, Marisha can call, and we can have a fight kitty. Hello? So we'll see what happens from there. Is there anybody in the chat room besides Melissa? No. 37 views on my video, our video, I should say. I'm getting a little bit concerned. Maybe it's time just to go back to podcasting. I don't know. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me? No. But if these numbers don't go up, then, I guess I'm just not fitting into the puzzle here, or the pie, and you just don't get it. Anyway, that was Nicole Arbor with the intro. I saw that last night, and I died. I love her. Love her. Oh my God, she's funnier than shit. So that's why I started that with that. I got that off of YouTube. Got voicemail. The fuck? Hang on. Let's try it again. I can't believe it's the middle of February already. Really? Try it again, Sam. Play it again, Sam. La, la, la. I have to be out of here by 7. I have to be. I have to go to Broomfield? Broomfield, yeah. So I got to be there by 30 o'clock, and if I'm late, I'm in trouble. So whatever. So what else is new? I opened it again. Usually takes 3 times. I can't believe it worked that one day. There it is. Hello?
And we got through on the 3rd try as usual.
That was 2 for me, but 3 for you. That figures. Whatever. At least it works.
So happy VD.
Yeah, to you too. VD. No, but it should be, yeah, I guess it should be VD, because it's, I was thinking about that, because people say that, but Valentine's is one word, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting messages that you tried calling on my phone. Whatever. I get it. Yeah, so any plans or anything, or no?
I haven't dated in over 10 years,
So I guess not. Yeah.
So my Valentine is my pit bull and my cat.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, You got 8 years on me because technically, besides the 10-day weird thing, I haven't dated. And Valentine's Day is different reminder for me than what it is. Well, I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of stories out there about Valentine's Day that isn't all love and gooey crap and whatever. So, but I have a story that is not that for sure. Yeah. And today, and actually tomorrow, definitely is a day that I'll always remember. Oh, so anyway, before we get into that crap, you're going to be jealous. Can you see this? Probably not. You probably can't see what's on the front of it. I got to get more light in here. Is it coming up?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the video to catch up.
Okay. Let me know when it does. And then
Oh, cool.
Does it say
What
it?
is that?
Does it say
Yes,
it?
what is that?
Amy's
sign.
Yes.
What is it?
I opened up my mailbox. This was a gift, okay? Because like I said, everybody will be informed of what's going on in total disclosure and blah, whether it's monetary gifts, whatever. So I opened up my mailbox yesterday to get my mail, like every person does, I think. And there's a box in there, and I'm like, what the hell did I order now? And I'm like, I don't remember ordering anything. And it usually comes by UPS or whatever, and it's sitting outside my door on my patio. And very rarely is there anything in the mailbox. So there's this. And I'm like, I didn't order anything. I know I didn't. Not that would fit in a mailbox, because my mailbox is pretty small. So I open this up, and yeah, it's from Janie's Fund. And it's
cool.
Really nice, pen and everything. I've had people, and I have done this, say you need to keep a journal. And this book is going to really put me into that, because now, quite honestly, I'm going to feel guilty if I don't do it, because this book is amazing. Now, get ready, because you're going to be really jealous. Okay, look at this.
Oh, I already am.
No, look, you're going to be more. Look at this.
Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh, I hate you.
I told you. Oh, feel the love. Happy fucking Valentine's Day. I hate you. See, there's the stories we need to hear. So here, and then I didn't read this, but when I put it down, I'm going to read it. But that's pretty amazing. That's pretty inspiring there. It actually relates to what I just said. I'm going to use this book.
Oh, that is so freaking cool.
So
my goodness.
So for the 37 people that are seeing our video, that pisses me off, by the way. It says, and
our numbers go up.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, numbers are numbers, but really, 37? It's like I had more than that on my podcast. But anyway, I don't want to get into it. It says, writing is one of the purest artistic expressions that calms the mind and heals the soul. And we all need some healing. And just so you don't know, because you can't see it, Steven Tyler autographed this thing. He autographed the book. So I'm sure it's not just to me. I'm sure it's it's on all of these. So I'm nothing special per se. I'm not that
But it's still the point.
Exactly. I mean, he took enough time to sign this book for people that get it, apparently. So, that was very touching. And the first thing I thought of was you. I said, oh, Melissa's going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah. You know that, okay, in my lifetime, I have only been to 2 actual concerts, like in an auditorium. And one was Reba McEntire in '88, and the other was Aerosmith right around 2000, 2002, when they toured in D.C.
D.C.?
So he is...
Wow.
Yeah, I used to live in Baltimore. And
okay.
So he is literally one of the only concerts I've ever been to.
It's awesome. I've never seen him.
Oh, amazing.
I-
Just amazing.
I'm being totally serious. My birthday's in a couple weeks, and I'm probably not going to do it. But they extended their residency in Vegas, and I've never seen them. And I think they're playing at the MGM. And I still am thinking about going, but to be perfectly honest, and here we go, Tim's a racist. No, I'm just using my head. Vegas and a lot of people from across the world, from Asia, would be very nice. Or at least China, because China, with the Wuhan virus, I'm not really crazy about going there, but I don't think I'm going to let that stop me. So, but that's the only thing that's really keep holding me back from thinking about going there, because I want to see them.
Oh, dude, if you have the opportunity to, I would say do it.
Well, I will.
Because I mean, I've like one of the ones that I've always wanted to go see is Ozzy, and at this point, it's probably too late.
Only if he loses his mind, which I think he's done that a long time ago. But if he gets to the point where he can't speak, which did he say he has Alzheimer's? Did he admit to that? Didn't you say that?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. Okay. Also, he has what Michael J. Fox has.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know. It was one hell of a run though. Ozzy was just crazy, man. Oh my God, old songs.
I freaking love Ozzy.
Oh yeah. I still think. I think Sammy Hagar's the best all-time rock and roll singer, but I have to be honest. I think it's probably Ozzy. I just have to sit back and be honest about it. Crazy.
Well, for me, it's one of those ones that, just like Aerosmith, I grew up with.
Right.
So
that's, my
sentimental attachment.
Exactly. So, all right. So, good morning, Belinda. She's in there. Where's our Irish friends? Where's everybody else? Are they getting laid?
Total will probably be in a few minutes.
Think so? Yeah. Okay. Huh.
I think he comes in and takes a break and listens to us, and then goes back to working.
Yeah, I have tweeted to Nicole Arbor, and she's responded. I think she's hilarious. Oh my God, the girl that did that intro. A lot of people don't know who she is. She hears so much shit by the stuff she says, and she's on YouTube.
Why not?
Oh my God, and it's all sarcasm and satire and F-bombs and kind of like the show. And it's like, oh my God, that is funny. I think it's funny. But man,
and there's a lot of people out there who will not listen to her strictly because she cusses.
Well, yeah, and then she's racist, and she brings up this stuff. She brings up real life stuff, and then she puts sarcasm in it. What?
I said there's Total.
Mm-hmm.
Total vagabonds.
She puts sarcasm and satire in it with profanity, and it's like, oh, that's right up my alley, and it's great because I see through all that what she's really actually trying to do.
Yeah,
it's funnier than hell. So
I wish more people got that about comedians.
Well, and that's what it is. I mean, look what happened to Kevin Hart and some of these other comedians that have gotten banned from whatever because they're doing their shtick, they're doing their act.
Yeah.
And then people take it literally. It's like, well, you can't host the whatever because you just offended one person. I was like, well, really?
Yeah.
They're a comedian. Listen to George Carlin, Richard Pryor. All these.
Love George Carlin.
Yeah, all these people. George Carlin was another one that did that, but he totally went over my head. I didn't catch what he was doing, and now when I listen to him, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, this guy was right on the money.
See, that's another one I grew up with, and maybe that's why I'm so messed up in the head now.
Well, either that or you're perfectly sane. All depends on the perspective and who's saying what. So it's a crazy world.
I honestly, I look forward to the day when they realize all us crazy people are actually the sane ones.
Fine line between what? Genius and insanity, isn't that what they say? So.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel on the envelope too, but some people are doing insane things that are just crazy, are really actually crazy. I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and repeating it and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. So, I think when you call things out and you talk about them and then you're perceived as insane because you're talking about them is not being insane.
No, I don't either.
No, but that's what it is.
Or even just debating those insane topics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yeah, I did my homework on that years ago, and what it really is about. It's like, whoa, okay, and it's turned into a Hallmark holiday. So whatever. It's like everything else. It's like everything else, pretty much. How can we market this? You know what really pisses me off? Now we're talking about this. I'm going to get on a rant. Is they keep butchering Christmas carols, especially around the holidays, and turn them into advertisement jingles. That pisses me off.
The gal that runs the nonprofit that I'm involved with, Pads for Progress, she actually did something like that this year, trying to boost some traffic.
No.
But they were really funny. They were really funny.
If they're funny, that's fine. If they're just used for marketing and trying to get you to, every time you think of Santa Claus is coming to town and makes you think of some big retailer or something to buy crap, I have a problem with that. Leave it alone.
No. These were all about, Pads for Progress is a Colorado organization, actually. And she started it, I helped her, to help supply menstrual needs for women who can't afford them. And at this point, she supplies 5 or 6 different organizations that pass them out for her.
That's great. Good.
And so all the songs were they were the Christmas Carol tunes, but they were all based around menstruation. So,
well, it's a good cause. Somebody, you're not going to get around that. So, somebody needs that. They need it. I mean, it's obvious.
Right.
She's doing that.
It was done for a good purpose.
Yeah, not try to sell shit. So that's
right.
Yeah, that's not. I don't believe in marketing and trying to shove things down people's throat to make them think they need it. I'd rather try to attract them. But I'm gonna tell you what, if these numbers don't start changing, I'm gonna start shoving stuff down people's throat. No pun intended.
Well, what we need to do, I was actually thinking about this as I was waiting for the show to start, is because you quit Facebook, we lost all your listeners. And I'm going to start us up a new Facebook page.
Well, I would beg to differ on that, because the only reason why people were watching is I was doing Facebook Live, because they're lazy and they don't want to click to Freedom Revolution Network and blah, 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 blah. So if somehow you can get my ass on Facebook without me being on it, or if I do open it again or put a new one in there, I'm not going on it. I am not going to be I can't tell you how much better my attitude is since I'm not starting my day on Facebook. Yeah, but Facebook is my head is so much more level by some of the stuff that I'm seeing. And then it just takes one animal cruelty meme or and I'm like, dude, if you're showing shit about kids and animals, I mean, that really takes me to the deepest, darkest realms of me getting pissed. I have zero tolerance for that.
Same.
I mean, what's the next? Putting pictures up of husbands beating hell out of their wives or vice versa. I mean, domestic violence goes both ways. I don't want to see that. I don't want to start my day with that. I'd rather start it with this fucked up show than watching that shit on Facebook. See, because I'm having fun and entertaining, educating, and satire. If I came on here and started talking about, look at this poor dog starving to death, and look at these kids being abused, and the mothers being abused. Geez, really? Can I just put a gun to my head right now? No. No, thank you.
There's a reason I really don't do a whole lot on any social media other than essentially marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always open your Facebook up and I can run it. I mean, there's always that option, but
yeah, that would be
it's
fine.
not like I don't have to be on there anyway.
Well, there's really nothing on there, but see, if it can't get reopened, I deleted it, so I'd have to start all over again.
Oh.
So I'd be starting with 0 friends, which, whatever. I got tired of also looking at things back home from people I've known all my life, and if I want to live in the past, I'll get my high school yearbook out. That's what Facebook does for me. I don't want to see that stuff. Bless you. I just don't.
Cough.
Oh, well, I couldn't tell. You muffled it. It sounded like a sneeze. Facebook is not for me. It was cool in the beginning. Caused me problems when I was married, so I had to put my wife on it too, which was fine. But it's all the negative stuff and stories and then I don't want to block that friend or unfollow him because then that's not the definition of a friend. So
yeah,
I just don't want to be exposed to it. And the politics.
I'll start up our show page and see if that helps us.
The day is young in Ireland, is it? What's the time difference? They would be ahead of us.
It's like early afternoon now.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got to be ahead of us because they're east quite a bit. So, how long is
a little bit?
How long is the trip to Vegas from here? Do you know? On a plane? A couple hours?
On a plane?
Yeah.
On a plane, it's only like an hour, maybe 2.
That's it? Oh, shit.
It's only like an 11-hour drive.
Yeah, I know. I'm not driving there, though, because I want to see Steven Tyler. Well, that beats the hell out of 3.5 from Chicago. I hated sitting on a plane for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I know it's not that far on via plane. Hey.
What?
What would you think about doing a boudoir photo shoot?
What's that?
A male boudoir photo shoot.
As far as what? I'm dressing up and stuff? What is that?
Sexy pictures.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know why. For what? For who?
To be one of Elle's models for Boudoir for All.
Is that the woman with the good cause thing? Who's that?
She's one of my clients, and she does boudoir photo shoots.
Okay, for what? And that's it? And then where's the money? I mean, what's her purpose? Just to do that?
Body positivity and bringing the sexy back.
Yeah, sure, I'd consider it. So that's fine. Yeah. Why not?
I will talk to her.
Okay.
I will talk to her.
Yeah, I'm proud of.
I wasn't going to if you were like totally against it. So.
No, I think sexuality is good, but see, here's the thing. Unless the guy's really, really good looking and hot and whatever, women love it. But if it's a guy that's, and he's up there like gym pics and stuff, and the guy's just like, oh, look at me, I'm hot. And then he's accused of just trying to pick up chicks because he thinks he's hot. Whereas women do it, guys are just like, oh my God, because guys fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears for the most part. That's what Elizabeth Taylor said. So, but if you get a really hot guy, it's no matter what. I mean, women just like oogle over it. See what they're doing? Google is like, what the hell is a Google? When that first came out, it's like, what a stupid search engine name.
What the hell is a Google?
Yeah, what's a Google? That's like what a baby says, or something. But now it's a household word, and it actually has a meaning. But anyway,
right?
When really good looking guy does it and blah, 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 like Aquaman or take your pick, Brad Pitt, whatever. Women are like, oh my God. Well, you're not accusing him of trying to pick up chicks. See what I mean?
Yeah, but and that's part of her mission is the fact that all bodies are beautiful.
Yeah, I don't care. I got nobody. Man, if I had a girlfriend or God forbid married,
There's no fucking way you're doing it, asshole. What's wrong with you?
really?
I would love it if my man went and got sexy pictures done.
My
I think that would be so cool.
well, they'll start segueing into Valentine's Day, but my ex-wife was beautiful, and she got hit on all the time. And she wouldn't tell me most of the time because most of the guys were a bunch of cowards. Because when I would leave to go to the bathroom if we were out for dinner or whatever, they'd approach her when I was away.
Of
And
course.
I'm sure she never told me of every single incident because depending on the mood that I was in or whatever, I would either get upset, which would be rare, or I would just not even go, oh, that was nice. Because I'm sure, I'm married. That's my husband. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure I know what she would say. But some guys had enough balls to hit on her in front of me. And one guy said, her and I were walking down the city of Chicago one night, and there was 2 or 3 guys, and they walked by us, and I could see one of them was checking her out. And, of course, he probably turned around and checked out her ass, and he goes, nice ass. And I turned around and said, thank you.
as is appropriate.
Yeah, exactly. So I took it as a compliment when people would, guys are so bad at hitting on women. It's like, well, and actually I've been hit on by women and they're not much better. But, I just took it as a compliment.
I'm glad you did, because that was actually going to be one of my comments, is that you should always take another man hitting on your woman as a compliment, not go into full-blown protection mode unless they're obnoxious about it.
No, I'm not the jealous type, but if there's something going around or something, I mean, her and I went through hell as kids and then got back together and got married, so I made the mistake that everything was solid and concrete, but I never ever expected mental warfare from a sociopath to get into her head and whatever. So, but the physical stuff, never. I can't. There's no protection against that. That's up to the person if you let them in your head. There's nothing I can do about that. But as far as the physical thing, it was that's where I thought it was gonna. That was the weak link or the chink in the armor, because that's what most guys do. But the mental warfare stuff, I didn't see coming. But whatever. So, but yeah, I take it as a compliment. So
Good.
Always did, always will. So the one girl,
That whole jealousy thing always got to me.
well, here's the thing with men and women too. Women, I can't speak for women because I'm not one, but I have a sister and she's beautiful. She had beautiful friends. That's how I met my wife. Actually, my ex-wife is through my sister. It's one of her friends. And I've seen women go off on their shit. Especially black women, no offense. I mean, you fuck with their man, you're gonna get it. You're gonna see the black coming out in women who are black, because black's not a color when it comes to that. Black's an attitude, and you're gonna see all the black coming at you if you're messing, especially if you're a white woman. I've seen it. I'm from Chicago, man. Multi-diversal. You don't fuck with a black woman's man. You don't. You just don't, period. Okay? But I do agree with it. I don't get jealous, but here's the thing. It's like when you're finally with somebody and you're committed, then you think there's no more competition. Right. But there's always going to be competition. And it's not so much a jealousy. It's just like, really? I got it. One thing I can't stand, and it keeps happening, is that, and I'm done with it. Women have approached me, and I don't reciprocate. I just say thank you, whatever. But they'll keep pounding on me. Well, literally, that would be nice. But they keep, especially tonight. That'd be nice. I reciprocated on this last one, and then she just like totally disappeared, and then she wanted me to chase her, and I'm like, I won't. That's a boundary I don't have. I will reciprocate, but I am not chasing you. Because when you finally do that, and then you do have something in a commitment, and then there's that threat of competition again, I ain't playing games, man. I mean, if you don't want to stay here or stay with me, and for some reason you feel insecure, you don't think I'm paying you enough of attention, and you're going to play that game again, then I ain't going to have it. And then it turns out to be a threat, and then I could see the jealousy coming up and the anger. It's like, really? I really have to go? And this goes for men and women. I really have to go through this shit again? I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I got nothing to prove.
And you got the reason why I haven't dated in 10 years.
No, that's just one of them. That's just.
Oh yeah, one of many. But
the roles have reversed so bad. Now the women, it's happened to me twice since I've been here. One was a one night stand, and one was for 10 days, and all they wanted was sex. Whereas back in the day, it's like,
all you want to do is sleep with me, blah, 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 blah.
It's like, okay, whatever. I'm sorry that happened to you. You know, and that's what you think. But now it's the other way around. These chicks bang you and they leave you. Like, really?
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad, trust me. I'm not going to get into details. Because if it was bad, I wouldn't have heard from them after the first time. I mean, I wouldn't. If I laid some chick and it sucked, I wouldn't be fucking her more. Sorry. I wouldn't be sleeping with her anymore. Why? That sucked. I ain't doing that.
Well, yeah.
You just going to sit there and lay there? Thanks. I can buy a doll or a robot for that. So, I mean, whatever the situation is, you're not going to do it again. Why would you? So,
right.
But I think she just got her fill, and then she was here we go with the insanity or genius. She's either the smartest woman on the planet or the craziest bitch I ever met. I still don't know.
Or a nice combination of both.
I think that's true. I think it's a little bit of both, if that's even possible. But I do think.
Oh, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's what it is, because some things were just. I still she did a lottery in here with me. She has a Facebook page. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not looking for trouble. And if any of the truth that she told me is real, she could really make my life miserable. So anonymity is going to be there. But she does have a Facebook page, and the reason why I'm sharing this is this, because she was in my bedroom here. And she said, will you do something for me? And I said, what? She goes, will you videotape this on my phone for my Facebook? And I go, what are you going to do? She goes, I'm going to.
What?
Listen, she goes, I'm going to draw the lotto by lottery who's going to be the Democratic nomination for the presidency. I'm like, well, I can tell you right now who that is before you even do this shit. That's going to be Bernie Sanders. She goes, well, I think so too. But so I saw her. She was wearing a cowboy hat. I saw her write all the different nominees that at the time were for the Democratic Party, put them in her cowboy hat. But she did this live. She goes, okay, I'm going to write them down, put them in there, and I'm filming this on her phone, Facebook Live. Put them in her hat, shake them up, and no shit, she pulled out fucking Bernie Sanders. Yeah.
Well then.
I know. It's just it's so weird. So, and some of the stuff that she said and she did is like coming into reality, and it's like he's not going to win, but it's just scary that he's going to win the Democratic nomination. But really, who, without getting into politics, who's going to challenge him? I mean, I'm not a Democrat, but Jesus Christ, they're all a bunch of crazy fucking idiots. Now, Biden can't keep his mouth shut. All the females are dingbats, and Bernie Sanders is the only one that makes any sense. So, plus with the millennials, oh, I'm getting shit for free? Oh, okay. There you go. But I don't know. I don't know. It's some of the stuff she said was so far out there even for me, but then some of the stuff was right on the money. I don't know. I don't know. I
Yeah,
really
maybe
fucking don't
maybe
know.
she was a witch.
I don't know. She said she was a Scientologist, though, which kind of backed me off a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. The Bible's fake. I can prove it. It's a fantasy. You know, she's just told me, I wrote a lot of it down, and I've never done that in my life as far as talking to somebody, but she fried my brain, and that's pretty hard to do. So, but shortly thereafter, after she broke it off by email, I said, Mom, I'm going to write some of this stuff down because nobody's going to believe me. She even told me who killed President Kennedy, and it wasn't a person, it was a group, and I'm not going to say who, because like I said.
Oh,
So
I believe that conspiracy theory.
see,
actually.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yes.
whoa. So I don't know, a lot of other things too, and I can't even remember. I wish I could have. She said the iPod's coming back, the big G5 tower's coming back. She supposedly has a really good connection with Apple Computer.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a minimalist. I saw how she lived. She didn't even have a TV. So I mean, see, some of the stuff, like, I don't know.
Well, I can deal with the whole minimalist thing, and I understand people not having TVs nowadays. Because I mean, all it is a bunch of crap on there anyway.
And she knows Bill.
But-
She knows Bill Gates real well. Warren Buffett. Some famous rock star musicians that I'm not going to name.
I wonder if it's through the Scientology thing that she knew those people, because I know a lot of those high-level people are into Scientology, and it's pretty scary shit.
Well, she said she was editing Top Gun 2. See what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, see what I mean? I'm like, okay, whatever. Oh, and Pretty Women 2. That's going to come out. So let's just see if some of this shit comes out. I mean, it's in the writing process right now. I don't know if they're filming it, but he said Richard Gere and Julia Roberts are coming out with Pretty Woman 2, allegedly. So some people...
It wouldn't surprise me.
Some people...
And,
yeah, I don't know.
And like I said, I mean, I know a lot of Hollywood folks are into Scientology. Did you ever see, I can't think of her name. Dang it. The gal from King of Queens.
The fat chick? She fat?
No.
No. Is that his wife?
No.
Okay.
Well, I was talking about the gal that plays his wife.
Right.
Leah
Yeah,
Remini,
right.
Remini.
Oh, yeah. And she went against Scientology, and she's got a show. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what TV shows.
I've actually,
Go ahead.
I've watched that show quite a bit, and it's really scary shit.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
I read the book Dianetics when I was 19 or 20 years old, 19, I think. And actually went to one of those auditor things where they read you, and it was kind of fascinating, but it was really even too weird for me back then. Fascinating book, though. Dianetics is a fascinating book, but I think they go too far. And then, yeah, if you do join and you want to get out, they do everything possible to destroy you. So,
yeah, it's just like Jehovah's Witness. It's they suck you in, and you're not allowed to be friends with anybody, and
yeah,
it's anything like that just really turns me off.
they cast you out. Yeah, they. I mean, if you want to be out, you're out, but you're going to be known as a cast out, and they're going to destroy you. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And then
and Scientology has the power too.
Oh, I know they do. They got all kinds of money. I've watched a few, because when I was dating her, I went on to YouTube and looked up some Scientology because she was making some sense. But, what she was telling me I already knew, so I was looking into it even more. And yeah, there's just so much money behind those people. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and then the head guy got into trouble, and allegedly, if I remember right, his wife disappeared. So where did she go?
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, it was like, really? I go, something. And then somebody took that guy's place, and I'm like, that's about as far as I got into it. I don't want to get into that.
Things that make you go,
Well, yeah, in your gut, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not. This isn't for me. I don't care what the explanation is. It's just like I don't
Right.
really. I have enough problems and drama, and I'm not going to pay for it, and then get into some club that I can't get out of, like the mob. Well, yeah, you can
Right.
you can get out, but we're going to have to kill you. No offense. What? But it's all fascinating things. So, do you have anything you want to share about Valentine's Day that's like really far out there that you don't want to relive or won't bother you or somebody else? Because I'm going to. So, if you don't, I will.
It's been so long since I've had a Valentine's. And even whenever I was with people, they were never really any big deals.
Okay. Well, I'll share mine because it'll take about till 7 because I really got to get out of here. I work, and I apologize for missing the show, but I'm laying here, what's today, Friday? Wednesday night, because I'm on call like a doctor, just for people to understand. And I had to respond to an emergency call, and I'm sleeping at 10 o'clock, and my boss calls me on Wednesday night. What are you doing? Sleeping? Oh, well, I got a call, and then we got to get there, if you want. He's really cool. He's not one of those bosses, well, got to go on a call and, whatever. Very, very good. Very good managerial style. So anyway, on the side of passive but nice. But he goes, you want to go? And I said, well, yeah, of course. I mean, if they need us, I got to go. That was at 10 o'clock. By the time I took a shower, blah, 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 hit the road. It was snowing that night up here in the Northern Range, and I had to go down to Highlands Ranch, which is an hour and a half.
Man.
Yeah, way frickin' down there. So Santa Fe and 225, way past that. So 470 actually, 470 and 25 is exactly where it is. So but 470 on the south side, not because it loops around. It's a fucking stupid road.
Right.
Why does it loop around like that? Whatever. I don't want to get into this because 470 is up north and then it connects way back down south. Whatever. So I got there, I did the call, and I didn't get back until 3:30 in the morning. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to stay up for an hour and a half or two to do the show and then be a zombie the whole day. So I went back to bed, but I didn't wake up until 8 or 9 o'clock. So sometimes that's going to happen. That's my job, and my job comes first. So just
work and family come first.
Yeah, I'm never going to wake up and go, fuck this show. I don't want to do this shit. And there's some days that are like that, but they turn out to be some pretty good shows. So, because you can really tell I don't have an agenda or a topic because I don't want to do it. I'm just being honest. So, but today with Valentine's Day, I thought Valentine's Day was tomorrow. It shows what I know. That was tomorrow for some reason, but whatever. It's today. So here's my story. I mean, being a little kid and in kindergarten through grade school when you're innocent and, a girl was pretty and a boy was cute and you shared Valentine's Day and all that and cards and whatever. I mean, that's what we did. So it was cool, and you get into high school and whatever. But anyway, they've been pretty good for me. I really don't have any negative, crazy stories except 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, and I was 53. You figure, okay, I know how this works. Valentine's Day, you're living with somebody, dating with somebody that says they're going to marry you, and they said it to you, and blah 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 blah, and they love you and all that stuff. So things got to the breaking point 2 years ago for me, living with this woman that wouldn't acknowledge we were a couple, just roommates. Everybody knew different. Said she was going to marry me. To me, I didn't ask her. She said it. Gave me a date. So things were at the breaking point Valentine's Day. So we're sitting in her apartment on the couch in the living room watching TV. She goes, you want a drink, Tim? I'm like, sure. Okay. So she goes in the kitchen, and I can't see her because there's a wall. She's in there for longer than it would take to draw a couple drinks. So she draws them, brings them out. Happy Valentine's Day. I gave her, who's that guy that sings Tennessee Whiskey?
Oh, hell, I don't remember.
Well, that fucking guy. I bought her tickets for that, $400, flowers, and something else. I can't remember. But I spent a lot of money on her. And a nice card, I think, obviously. And she gives me a self-help book. And I forgot what it was called, but I just looked at it in disbelief, like a self-help book. Here's a woman.
Wow.
I'm not going to get into it too much because I'm going to get pissed. But here's a woman that has plenty of issues, and she gives me a self-help book on Valentine's Day. Okay, can we go back with Mr. Peabody again? Can we go back to when we're little kids? You don't give somebody a self-help book especially when you're really fucked up. You know, at that time, I had my issues, but I didn't deserve a self-help book on Valentine's Day. Are you fucking serious?
That's freaking hilarious.
So,
that is hilarious.
Well, looking back at it, it is. But it was very heartbreaking, so I looked at it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. It is fucking funny, because if somebody said that to me, I'd say, if you told me that, I would laugh too. I get it. And it's 2 years ago. But that was it. So I said, oh, thank you very much. I got up off the couch. I go, I'm going to go to bed. She goes, are you okay? Is everything okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. Of course I wasn't. What's the point? What's the point of getting in an argument for, I give you Chris Stapleton's his name. I gave you $400 in concert tickets. Not on that day, though, a week before that, because they were selling out. Gave them to her thinking we were going to go. A beautiful dozen roses of flowers and a beautiful card. So I go, no, I'm going to bed. So I go, okay, whatever. So nothing happened, nothing like that. We slept in the same bed because my son was living there, and he took my bedroom, which I gave him. So I really didn't have a choice. She was sitting on the couch, so I had to go into the bedroom where both of us sleep in her bed, but nothing happened. I was definitely not fucking in... everything's love and Valentine's, nothing was going to happen that night with her. So anyway, I get up in the morning and I leave, and I decide to get on her Facebook page. So there sits, she says to everybody, Happy Valentine's Day, with a picture of one drink sitting on her counter and sharing it with everybody. Which puts out the vibe and the message that she's spending Valentine's Day alone.
Wow.
So I saw that, and I couldn't help myself. I have my limits. I'm a guy. I'm like, wow, what happened to the $400 concert tickets, the nice card, and the dozen flowers I gave you? Where's the picture of that?
Right?
So a bunch of her friends started telling her. So then she immediately deleted my comment about that. So I went home after work. I packed up my car. I waited for her to come home because the last guy that she dated ghosted her after 14 years. I'm not going to get into any more details. Just ghosted her. And I didn't want to do that to her. I didn't want to give her any pain. So I waited till she got home. I had my car packed up, and I left. That was February 15th, 2017. Then shortly thereafter, I moved here. So that's what Valentine's Day does for me. And it's last time I spent it with a significant other. And it's like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And of course, somehow I'm the asshole. Oh, all you know how to do is leave. Really? That's what her friends were attacking me. Really? Really? No, I was pushed away. I was pushed out. That was the final straw. That wasn't just the thing. I was progressively shoved out the door. And when that happened, and I saw that shit on Facebook,
oh, I would have been gone too.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's like if that doesn't say, here's your sign, nothing does.
if I want to get treated like shit like that, I'll just go back to my ex-wife.
Right?
I mean, really? I mean, wow. So, or one of my exes that, never ends well. That's why they're your ex. But I don't want to go back. But I was nuts about her when I was a kid. She knew it when we were teenagers, and she moved away, and Facebook reconnected us, and she was single. She wasn't single. She was dating a guy. I don't want to get in. See, this is something I will never do. I will never date another woman or live with them if they're dating with somebody. So I just won't.
Well, no.
I just won't. Because
it's never a good idea.
No. Well, I didn't know. I've been married for 27 years. I mean, give me a break. I lived with the same woman for 30 years. Married 27. I mean, I only know what I know. I mean, stupid me, if you're living with somebody and they say to you and look in your eyes, I'm going to marry you on 8/18 of 08, you would think, or 08, what was it? 08, God damn it, 2018, that's what it was, 08, 2018. She was a number freak. I'm like, okay, silly me that I would take that to my heart and my head and say that means something. Apparently not. So whatever. So that is Valentine's Day, and the day after will definitely until something supersedes that. That's what I'm reminded of.
Yeah. I will say that I am reminded of the year that I got pregnant with my daughter.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good thing. That's what it should be.
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason her father and I did not stay together is because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. And on Valentine's, I got pregnant at the beginning of January, and I actually did not find out until after the fact, after Valentine's.
Uh-huh.
But, he came in, gave me flowers, said I love you, and I was engaged to him. And then proceeded to disappear for like over a week, and apparently had moved in with some other girl.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
No, it was a good thing.
Was it?
It was a good thing.
At the time, though? I mean, you had to be a little bit scarred.
Of course not at the time. I was very upset, but...
Yeah. All right,
but
so...
yeah, I found out shortly after that I was pregnant.
Jeez. Well, it's supposed to be the day of love and this and that and everything else, but it just seems to be going to the psychopath. I mean, the older that I got. When I was young and a little kid, like I shared my story, it was great. It was great. This is great. Yeah. And one of her comments was love ruins everything. And I'm like, wow. Well, I could see why, because you won't even admit that you're dating me and said you're going to marry me, and you call me your roommate on Facebook in front of everybody else. When we went out, we couldn't even sit together. So it was a very fucked up thing. I will never, ever.
That is weird.
I don't care how nuts I am about a woman, and she knew it. See, but I was her cash cow, because her original plans, she told me I ruined them. She goes, well, I was going to move to Phoenix, because she has family there, and marry a guy. I'm going to keep his anonymity. I know who he is. And marry him, but Tim, you ruined those plans. So what I really think is that I was an income stream for her to save up and kept me there. And then she said, your son can live here too, because my son needed a place. So we were an income stream, and that's all it was about, for a means to an end, to her to finally save enough money to go to Phoenix and tell me, she'll have her money, sell her house, and go, Tim, I'm moving to Phoenix. See you later. So I caught on to that game, and I'm like, you know what you're saying and what you're doing don't even come close. So.
Well, and at least you recognized it fairly quickly.
Yeah, but I'm the asshole, man. I mean, I'm talking about people. She's a very different person outside of her house than inside. Yeah. And the only thing that saves her is she has a heart of gold. I mean, there was one instance where her mother was on her deathbed, and we visited her mom, and I went with her. And I couldn't believe the way she treated her mother, and the very next day she passed away in surgery.
Oh, wow.
And all I'm thinking is, what if that was me on that bed and we weren't getting along and she treated me like that? And that's the last thing I remember about my wife, my girlfriend, my love, my Valentine.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So, and then when I brought that up, because I wrote her a letter when I left, and I brought that up, and she just fucking flipped. So everybody hates me back in Illinois because they don't know the real story. They just know that I left this letter and it was real mean and it was about her mom and what an asshole I am and all this kind of crap. It's like, yeah, well, you know what? You don't know the full story and you really don't know this person. And maybe it would be better that way that you don't. So I was fooled.
And quite honestly, that totally brings up the whole fact of, if you love somebody, let them know today. Let them know every day.
Yeah, but I don't think she ever did. I think it was a game.
She didn't know what love was.
She was too damaged from her prior relationship for 14 years that I'm not I had my boundaries and I won't talk about that about her, but she had her heart smashed in thousands of pieces by being ghosted by this guy, seeing him for 14 years. So it's like, how do you recover from that? Engagement ring, the whole 9 yards. So, if you're not healed from that and moving on from that, you have no business being in a relationship until you do.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about in general, though, just people that you care about. We should always make sure they know that we love them and we care about them. And
right.
Because you never know when you're not going to have tomorrow.
You might not have tomorrow. You might see them. You might not be here. They might not be here, God forbid. So, yeah, I get that. But it's got to be genuine, though. That's what I know what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
If it's genuine, hell yes. You should tell people that you love them every day. But if you really don't mean it or it's a facade, then that's exactly what it is. So
yeah, just don't. Just don't even go there.
It's all based on fake pretenses, and it's mean. You should never do that to somebody. So,
no.
But anyway, so that's what Valentine's Day, from this perspective, time and place means to me, and the day after when I left, which was very hard to do.
The way you can look at that is you loved yourself enough to leave.
Oh, of course. Oh, I'm never sacrificing myself ever again for anybody or anything for that matter. So, no, it's about sharing, and that's it. Sharing your life, and someone doesn't make you happy, and they don't make you happy, you don't make them happy. You're sharing and you're happy together. And if something happens where you just can't share that happiness anymore, you shouldn't be codependent on them, whether it's financially or emotionally. You should just be able to separate yourself from that. But that's very hard to do.
It's too short to live that way.
I mean, you can't do it with a fucking dog. When I euthanized my dog because she had cancer, I was a wreck. And that's a dog.
Right.
So you cannot not emotionally get attached to somebody. It's impossible. But your whole life shouldn't be dependent on that other person, that if you are separated, then you can't survive without them. Those are boundaries I will not cross. Again.
No, that's called losing yourself in the relationship.
And it's codependency. And we're all a little codependent. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It just depends on the level.
Yeah, we have to be.
Right. Otherwise, we'd all be living alone. And not have any pets. So, or friends for that matter. So this whole, well, you can't be codependent. Well, that's an inaccurate statement.
We're meant to be to an extent.
Of course we are. We're not supposed to live alone or be alone, but
no,
you should be able to be alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
you should be able to survive on your own, but that doesn't mean we don't want it.
Right. All right. Well, on that note, I got to go because it's late again, and I got to get to Broomfield, which is fine. I'll get there in plenty of time, but I'm surprised my phone isn't blown up yet. So thanks to Belinda. Has she been in here before?
I saw that name last night in Ron's chat, and That's the first time I've seen it in the morning, I think.
Okay.
She may have come in yesterday. I don't know. Or not yesterday, but the day before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't on yesterday, unless you did the show, which would be fine with me. I'd like to hear you do this show, actually.
I don't know if I could keep myself going for that long.
Well, you'll find out.
I mean, it's not like I have actual topics to deal with like I did online.
I don't either. But just talk about your life, and if you got boundaries and what you will and won't talk about, that's fine. But just talk. Anybody
like I have boundaries when it comes to what I'll talk about.
I know, but I understand that. I don't. I could give a shit, but you can.
True.
I mean, if you really think about it, the most popular, successful people that are doing this talk about themselves. So, and the ones that don't, quite honestly, are boring to me. It's like, if you can't reveal some things about yourself, then what's the point? I just really...
Well, if you can't bear yourself to others, how can you relate to anybody?
Exactly. It's like, I want you... And the other day, radio station was like, call in and share what your worst job was. Well, okay, but why don't you tell us about you? It's like, it's a two-way street here. I'll share things I haven't shared. I've shared maybe 10% of what I want to share. So I got 90% left. And believe me, the 90% will be like, there's no fucking way. They're not going to believe it. And I really don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going through shit.
Truth is stranger than fiction by leaps and bounds.
I'll just share this. My parents and my sister are hanging with my son-in-law, who caused me all kinds of problems. And my mom's calling me, and it got back to me that they're hanging with him after all the shit I went through. Yeah. And I just wrote him a letter, and I said, I will not associate with anybody that's associating with him. This is my mom and my dad. Now, some people will go, well, Tim, you're a real asshole. How could you do that to your parents? Really? Or some people are going to say, wow, I had to do that too. That takes a real strong person.
Yep, that's me.
And this just happened.
I had to do it too.
I know, but for a person to become and move forward and ascend and grow and become a better person, you have to not be attached to stuff like that. It's as hard and as wrong as it may sound to some people.
Well, I mean, negativity is negativity, regardless of where it comes from. Just because they're our parents, our blood, that is one of the biggest falsehoods, is they're your family, you need to make amends. No, I don't.
No, you don't, but they also need to have your back in my case, and they don't. They should tell this guy to go fuck himself. Yeah. Because I sat back when he got into my wife's head and got into mental warfare and doing what he was doing. Do you know, and I'll share this too, and people ain't going to believe it, about 10 years ago, it was spread through my company, unbeknownst to me, that I was dating another woman while I was married. And everybody knew it but me. So I'd like to meet the bitch that I was fucking dating. Nobody told me about it except a few years, before I got divorced. So probably 5 years ago, he said, well, Dad, this is what's being said.
Wow.
Really? Wow. And your mother?
Glad to know it.
Well, see, but by then the damage was done. And see, that's how sociopaths infiltrate everything. Yeah. I couldn't imagine going to work for my boss right now or anybody, the owner of the company or whatever. I couldn't even imagine going around saying, oh, you know what? President of this company is dating somebody and he's married.
Quite honestly, why is it anybody's business, even if it was happening?
Because he had a mission to destroy me. When you're a sociopath and you want to destroy somebody, see, we're not comparing apples to apples, and you know this, but a lot of people don't. Yeah, why would he say that? Because my therapist said he was a sociopath. I called him out because that's what he was doing to my daughter. So I told my daughter that because the woman that he was hitting on approached me and didn't know that he was my son-in-law. They just said, I know you're his boss, and, we have these wonderful conversations that has nothing to do with fucking work. So I told my daughter. So then that sparked me as a target, and then he went after, not after me. Well, he went after me, but he went after me through my wife. Then he started saying I was going around dating and meeting women or one time a double date at a Hooters for dinner. And he just magically happened to be there and either videotaped it with his phone or the cameras at Hooters got it. But I asked them and they said, we couldn't give that to you anyway or anybody with a court order.
Yeah.
And it overwrites itself anyway. So over a matter of time, it's not there anyway. So you tell me what happened. I don't know. There's only two options. So, but now
only one of them would actually come to fruition.
But I sat back and had the confidence and the trust that my wife would tell me if somebody came up to me and goes, "Hey, your wife's going on double dates," I would go, "Kim, what's going on?
What's up?
What's going on?" Well, what are you talking about? Well, here, this person said this, and I get us all in a room and bring it out then and there because I have my wife's back. See, but he did that, and he got that, and he turned my daughter against me. He turned my wife against me. It damn near worked against my son, but he pulled back. Now he's going after my parents and my sister and my nieces and nephews. This time, I am not sitting back and watching it happen.
Well, of course not.
Well, I can't.
If you know if you know it's happening, why would you?
But I know it's happening, but they don't, and that's the whole sick, twisted thing. You know, there's a movie coming out about a sociopath, and somehow he makes himself invisible. And he goes around, and he goes after his wife or ex-wife and torments her even more. And everybody thinks she's even fucking more nuts because, can you imagine that? An invisible sociopath?
No. That would not be good.
That's over the top, man. Because what they do is invisible, and now they're physically invisible. That's fucking that's crazy beyond crazy.
Oh, yeah, because then they could manipulate any situation to their advantage.
Right. I mean, it's a freaky freak. If you never dealt with a sociopath or don't know what they are, you'll never get it. But if I go see this movie and then I see that, I don't even know how I'm going to react to it, except say that's really, really fucked up.
Yeah.
But I forgot the name of it, but it's out on trailers, and it's probably coming out pretty soon. But that just looks really... Because he stages his death, and then they think she's nuts because... You know, it's like a ghost thing. So it's like, I think he came back as a ghost to torment me more, but he's really alive and he made himself invisible. That is just nuts. It's crazy, man.
And, I mean, that is something, if a sociopath got that opportunity, can you imagine how they'd jump on it?
It would be game over. They could have the planet. I mean, really think about it.
Oh, yeah.
An invisible sociopath. That's the ultimate weapon.
Question is, could he reverse the
I don't know.
The invisibility once they accomplish their goal.
I don't know. Well, if he did, he'd have to change his identity too, which they would have no problem doing, but in his physical appearance. But I don't know that part of it. I just know that he's an invisible sociopath. So it's like, oh my God. And this poor woman goes even more fucking crazy. How could you not?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I just might go, if anybody wants to see even a glimpse of what a sociopath can do, on top of being invisible, go see this batshit crazy fucking movie. Because I'm going to go see it. I don't want to see it, but I'm just going to see it and try to look at it from the outside, which will be impossible because I've been involved, I've been a victim of that.
Well, yeah.
And the people that have been a victim of it, they almost go insane to begin with because they don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm calling it out. No one wants to listen.
Yeah.
And he's going to tear my family apart even further, and I'm not going to sit here and watch it this time because I don't even have the faith and trust in my own mother and father to really see what's going on and tell us got to fuck off. They're not going to do it. It's the same thing my wife did.
Yeah.
I'm not. I would rather the means to the end is going to be under my control, not his. And that's what I told him. I go, I didn't burn a bridge. I go, when you're done associating with them, contact me. That's what I told him. I didn't burn a bridge.
Yeah. I
left the door open. But if you're associating with this person, I am not associating with you. And but I didn't say it that mean. It was a 2-page letter. And I said, this is what's going on. I watched it once. I'm not watching it twice. It was my mistake letting him in the family. And I'm not going to sit here voluntarily or willfully watch it happen with my parents and my sister. I'm done.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to separate yourself in order for your own mental health.
Right. I do, for my own sanity, because I know how it's going to end. I've been down this road before. He's going to separate my parents and my sister, which people will go, there's no way that could happen. It happened with a woman that had my heart and my livelihood in her hand, and she crushed it. So if she can do it, anybody can do it. So don't be so stupid and gullible. And I'm saying that to myself. I'm not going to let it happen again. It happened once. It happened twice.
We have to protect ourselves.
That's exactly what it's about. Because for you to even figure out what's happening to you, let alone then comprehend it and identify it, and then it happens again 4 or 5. Well, actually, it took him 8 years, and people won't believe that either. 8 years to accomplish his goal. But I'm not going to sit here and watch it. I don't want to spend another 8 years watching my family getting fragmented and separated little by little and destroyed. I'm not going to do it.
No, it sucks.
I want to live my life, and they keep dragging me back into it because now they're associating with them. Christmas cards, birthday parties, this, that, whatever. Hey, that's fine. Knock your shit out. You're dragging me back into this stuff, and I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to move on and live my life. That's it.
And that's all we can do.
Well, I know.
That's all we can do.
But doing it is the key word there, because most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
I can't not talk to my parents or my sister. Some people can't do that. They just can't even comprehend it. But
I couldn't for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm. Very hard to do.
Now I can.
Well, yeah. Well, I know, and you're a very strong person, but then people will perceive you as being the crazy one. How could you do that to your mother?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, and I've gotten that for many years.
Yeah.
Whenever I was out in Baltimore, getting away from my son's father, the woman who we call Grandma Pat, she could never comprehend how my mother and I couldn't talk and why I talked about her the way that I did, until the day that my mother messaged her and accused me of being a narcissistic sociopath.
Yep.
And that was when it finally clicked.
Yep. Yeah. Well, didn't mean to go down that road again, but it's Valentine's Day, and it's all about relationships, and it's all connected. So that's how this goes. And I'm telling you, and I'll end this because I got to go, but if you came on here and did the show without me, it just the dominoes fall. But I really think since you would do the show, have people call in because the line wouldn't be tied up, and talk to people because then
and maybe I can do that one morning when you have to go in. If I have advance notice, maybe to try to set somebody up.
Well, I have
come on with me.
I have one Tuesday because I got to be at work by 6 a.m. So Tuesday. So there you go.
Okay, I will work on. Hey, maybe I can get my daughter to come on with me.
Oh my God, that would be just do it. I think you should do it anyway because on Memorial Day week I'm going to be taking a week off. So I'm not doing the show on my motorcycle driving across the country. So I mean, just do it for the experience. Who cares? Who cares? Just do it.
I bet I could do it. I know I could do it.
You could do it. So, but don't.
It's just my own anxiety.
Here's some advice. Just right. Yeah. So fuck that. Who cares? You're on there for you. Think of it more like a therapy type of thing, and things will just roll in and roll together, and just go with it. And don't care what people think. If you're gonna care what people think, then don't do it, because then you're gonna be
that I could care less.
I know that.
It's more just a matter of filling up an hour.
Well, it'll happen. So there's a lot of things you can just share your life, not to a point that you don't want to, and have boundaries, and because then that's when people relate to you, like you said earlier. If you're not going to talk about yourself, you're not going to resonate with people. Problem is, what happened in my life, people really haven't experienced it, but there's some that have, or they haven't realized it yet. Because they're going fucking crazy and they don't know what's happening to them. So, and just always remember, if you help one person, then all this is worth it to me.
Oh,
so
that is one of my standard sayings.
Right.
If I help one person in life, then my entire life has been worth whatever I went through.
right. Yeah, if you saved one person from whatever that may be, themselves, death, God forbid, a lot of pain and anguish and misery, or just going fucking insane, period, then that's worth it. That's one person that you saved. And who could say they did that? Not too many. There's plenty of people that can say they destroyed people, or they hurt people, but there's very few people that can actually say, like when my cousin, I didn't save him, but he woke up again and said, I'm a fat fucker and I'm listening to Tim and what he's saying, and I never told anybody to do anything, but he's lost 50 pounds. So there you go.
Yay.
Yeah, and that's just one thing I know of. Some people will
Right.
watch this for 5 minutes and go, fuck this guy. He swears too much and he's crazy. Like, that's fine. You're not getting it. You're not listening. You're not listening to the hidden message inside. You're focusing on all the superficial crap. So
Yeah.
I say things for a reason, and I can't come directly at you. But see, Nicole Arbor thing, she's the same way. She said all that funny shit about all getting laid and trying to help guys get laid, but does she really want all guys to get laid and that's what it's all about? No, of course not. It's sarcasm and a parody. It's fucking funny. And actually, in reality, there was a lot of truth to what she says, but that's not what Valentine's Day is about. And she knows that. I get it. I think it's funnier than shit. That's why I played it. That is so funny. I'm like, oh my God. I go,
Oh, it's hilarious.
if Melissa got complaints before, wait till they hear this one. And it's not me. It's like, I don't care. It's not me. I think that is funny, and that resonated with me. That's great.
I thought it was hilarious, personally.
But that's not Valentine's Day, though. And if anybody thinks it is, then you got a problem. I just thought there was a lot of realism to it, but that's not what it is. That's not Valentine's Day. But everything she was saying definitely is part of it, but that's not the forefront thing. I just thought it was funny as hell. It's just like, I'm like, oh my God. The first 5 seconds, I'm like, oh wow, this is great.
Oh yeah, trust me. Whenever the show loaded and I had my volume on, I was sitting here just cracking up.
It's perfect for me, but some people, it's like, no way, man. Jesus, who's that crazy bitch? She's bad as Tim. I wonder if that's his girlfriend. Whatever. Come on. You're not getting it, man. You're not. And then when you have to explain yourself and be on the defensive, this just even makes it worse because people are going to get it or they're not. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, and that's what the show is. So, but we better get more than 37 viewers because I'm telling you, and I'm not saying anything other than saying it. That's ridiculous. So, I don't know. I know we're on early and blah, 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 and I'll be very patient, but it should be higher than that. One time it was 100. I can live with 100. 37?
Well, you got to remember we're now split over 8 video platforms and
really?
like 10 audio platforms.
Oh,
so our reach is actually really spread out now. And just in the last month, just between YouTube and the website, we're averaging over 12,000.
Oh wow!
So as a network, but
wow,
but that's just 2 platforms. So the stats that you're seeing are only a very small fraction of what's actually being heard.
Honestly, I don't care about stats. You got to pay attention to them, but I'm not going to change anything to appease people to get more viewers. They either like it or they don't. So, but
oh yeah,
37.
And we're getting new followers every day.
37's fucking ridiculous. I could go stand on a corner and get more attention than that. So, but when I was on that other Freedom Network that I won't name, it was in the thousands. The people that listen to
Well,
this.
that was
So-
also after he had built up some, too. You
Well,
got to
it-
remember, we're only 3 months
No,
old.
no, I know. But I'm just saying me, but you're exactly right because
Yeah.
the person that was running and is running that has all the momentum. So I'm not dumb enough to say that was me. That was on the coattails of him. I get that. I get it. I get it. But like you're saying, this is basic. There's nobody here that's someone like him, but he's been doing it for years and years and years. So he, with all respect
yeah.
to that, I get
Yeah,
it.
that network's 10 years old.
Right, right. So
We're 3 months.
yeah, there's nobody here to follow their coattails on, except maybe Ron, and Ron seems to be, the one with the most traction and fans, which is fine. That's great. I think that's freaking great because he's blazing the trail. But 37 views. I mean, come on. I mean, it was like,
And like I said, that number does go up throughout the day. I watch it.
okay, if you say so, you're
I
the
do watch
boss.
it.
You're the boss. Tim, you're being subordinate. Shut up. Don't worry about it. Where's your $45, which will be coming tomorrow, by the way. You mean I gotta pay to work here? What kind of fucking job is this, man? I quit. So, all right, it was all fun. I really gotta go. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. But yeah, Valentine's Day. Tell somebody you love them. Share, and show that you love them. And if you're just doing it on Valentine's Day, you're an asshole. But you should be doing that every day. And tell your kids you love them. Tell your parents you love them. Tell everybody you love them because you might not get the chance to do that, or they might not get to do it to you because that's really what Valentine's Day is all about. So, and we should share that and show that more.
One giant love fest.
Right. And it's not about getting laid, which I still think's fucking hilarious. I'm glad.
Yeah,
And thanks to Nicole Arbor for that, because that was just like, oh my God. I'm like, when it shocks me, it's definitely a high shock value. So
yeah.
All right, well, we'll see everybody on Monday. Please share the show. Let's try to get more than 37 views. And if everybody shared the show, 37 times 2 is what? 74? Something like that, right? Anyway,
Something like that, yeah.
I don't really care.
It's too early to math.
As long as it progressively goes up, I don't care if it's 37, 370, 3,700. I don't care. As long as it progressively goes up, and I know you're not misleading me and you're telling me the truth. The numbers are going up. The numbers are going up. I don't care. I'm not a numbers guy, but I do like to see growth and popularity.
Oh, yeah.
And the more we get this morning show out to people, I think the more happier they're going to be in starting their day. And don't take anything you hear serious on here, please. Just please. That's like taking Nicole Arbor's message serious. Give me a break. Laugh a little, people. It's what it's about.
We definitely laugh a lot.
Fuck yeah. If you can't laugh at yourself or somebody else, then, you need to get a new life. You're just a miserable person. You're not even admitting it. So have a little fun. Everything isn't prim and proper and like, oh my God.
Oh my God, she said dick.
Yeah, quite a few times actually. And then she even said, "Oh, I can't believe I said that." That's even funnier, man. Like, oh my God. So
Yeah, that one definitely slipped.
oh God, that was so funny. But see, she kept it in and then said that. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. That really got me. I was drinking my coffee and I almost spit it out because I forgot. I only listened to it once or twice. I'm like, oh God, this is perfect for Valentine's Day. So there you go. And then I really listened to it because I had my headphones on and I listened to everything and I was drinking my coffee and it just about ended up over the keyboard and computer screen. I'm like, oh man, talk about computer problems. So anyway, all right. So everybody have a great weekend. Everybody have a great Valentine's Day, and we will see you Monday at 6 a.m.
Bright and early.
All right. Have a great day, guys. You have been listening
Have a great day.
to the original by Red Pill Show. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.